Welcome to the big crisis finale on this newest edition of SRB TV. I'm of course Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at season 3, episode 8 of the Legends of Tomorrow: Crisis on Earth X Part 4.
So
Previously on Legends of Tomorrow.
they fucking shot Stein.
I said Legends of Tomorrow, not Crisis on Earth X. Dial it back.
Well, still Stein has to do with Legends.
Okay, dial it back. Let's get into that. We
Still has to do with Legends.
gotta dial it back. Let's talk about
Previously on Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, Riff said, I'm gonna go start my own group. Now, 10 minutes later, oh yeah, I started my group. You guys are all fired. Not a few months later, oh, we're gonna do this again. I don't care what the fuck you say. And now we have a new person. I forget her name. She's the one with the newest totem that has the wind powers.
Yeah.
Vixen rejoined them after realizing I've been away too long and it's causing my powers to like
Fluctuate, pretty much.
actually. Then we got the name of our main villain, Moloch. Moloch or Mollusk?
Mollis.
Mollus. Damien Dark's back.
Some apparent reason, I guess everybody just decides they love
And
Damien Dark.
And he has a daughter who's a complete bitch. I forget the actress name too, and she looks familiar.
Yeah.
And last we left off, it's been a while since I've seen Legends of Tomorrow. Did you remember?
Previously, if I'm correct, oh yeah, because, at the time, got her damn name. White Canary, I can't remember the name, but, she was passed out for a while.
Okay, there you go. Now I remember. Yeah, they just finished their mission in Vietnam, and they think Grodd's dead, but in actuality,
He's gonna be,
Dark saved him, asked him to join his team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and oh yeah, White Canary's awake. If that wasn't obvious.
Yeah, she was awake. She woke up. And of course,
Stein and Jefferson are trying to
separate themselves in a way, pretty much. So then Stein could go and be with his family, pretty much, and his future, his grandson, stuff like that when he's born. Or is it? Yeah, his future grandson.
Yeah.
So it was a matter of them trying to figure it out and now back to pretty much what's going on here.
So now on Crisis on Earth X. Now there's not a bit. If you haven't noticed, there hasn't been a lot of the legends.
No, not
Now
yet.
we got Rory, Sarah, and Firestorm.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. We didn't get Adam, no Vixen, no Wind Chick, and no Citizen Steel.
Yeah.
So we're gonna definitely see them here, okay, and probably saving Felicity and Iris and Carl.
Yeah, because they did send out pretty much a distress call to them. That's why even Felicity was just like, how do you know if they'll get it? When will they get it? It's like depends on when they are at, what time they're at.
So the main arch for the Legends show in this case has been two different things. Sarah hooking up with Alex, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them. And the Firestorm issue, which is still being discussed.
Yeah, so go back and forth trying to.
And now we know
separate
why Jefferson is mad is because if he separates, not only does he lose Firestorm, but he loses somebody you consider proper. We already went through most of this in the last episode. We're only going to touch on a little bit.
Yeah.
And now we're at that moment where we have to talk about the elephant in the room.
Stein! I
was talking about the Wave Rider.
Yeah, the Wave Rider.
There's an evil
I
wave.
keep jumping the gun every time.
That's okay.
I'm sorry,
that's okay.
don't touch me.
There's an evil Wave Rider. There's essentially somebody who's controlling like their own version of the Wave Rider.
Yeah, somebody's controlling it, or
and it has already been sent to Earth 1, so God only knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, supposedly they're gonna be using that supposedly to take over all the other, go through time or time or even. I think it's their way of trying to going from Earth.
Well,
to
yeah,
Earth.
we'll have that's a prediction definitely. And now we're talking about the elephant's cousin in the room. Go ahead.
Stein. They shot Stein.
Just when we think that everything was fine and chill, Nazi shot Stein in the back. There's still a gunfight going on. Red Tornado is still on his way to destroy the base. Our heroes are trying their damnedest
to try to get back to Earth 1.
Yeah, to hit the switch and get back to Earth 1 to save everybody else.
And of course, Stein was trying to, be heroic and try to at least get to that switch, that one switch they needed, that he needed to hit. But just before he went to go hit, just before even he could reach to it, that's when again.
See, this is what I don't get. Why did they need to split up Firestorm?
I don't know.
That's the part. Okay, I didn't bring this up last episode. One of my only real downsides, which was why didn't he just go as Firestorm, jerry rig the wires, and then flip the switch?
Yeah, something.
I didn't get that. Did it have to be simultaneous? Did he bring that up?
I don't know. Unless Stein knew how to do it himself, and it'll be much longer if he tried to explain it to Jax. That's the only thing. But that's the thing, though. It was just a switch, wasn't it? They had
he had a jerry rig a wire and hit a switch. We couldn't have done both, or did they have to be at near the same time?
Exactly.
It's just confusing. It was a bit confusing for me.
Yes.
But here we are, part 4. It is our heroes versus a group of Earth X Nazis.
Yeah, it's time to wrap up this huge crossover.
And finally get the rest of the legends.
Yes, finally get the rest of them. So let's get into it for Legends of Tomorrow, Season 3, Episode 8, Crisis of Earth X, Part 4, the finale. So here we go. Meanwhile,
he's bleeding out! Somebody save him! Meanwhile, in the background, thank you! I was wondering why you didn't do that last time. Oh, he's still alive.
where did he get shot at? That's what I'm trying to see.
What happened to the Nazi behind him?
I don't know if he got shot like in the side or something. I can't tell.
Come on, Stein. Come on, Stein! Come on! Ah!
Combining with visibility?
Wait, let's see. That is cool.
That is cool they did that.
Oh, the power.
Oh, shit.
There you go. Type EMP. Oh!
Barry, we need you to hurry up, so hurry.
Gray. Come on. Thanks for your help. We're not done helping yet. Our enemies are still on your Earth, Valley. Don't call me that.
Don't call me that.
Yeah, I don't get through that crusty exterior.
Oh, wait. They're going to, that means.
Yeah.
Not again. Rory's gonna punch him as soon as he sees him.
Are you waiting for? Do it. I'm trying, but...
Ah!
Yeah! Ray! Oh, yeah!
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes!
Adam! He snuck in! Yeah! Look at this shit he grit him!
Ray?
Hi, how are you? Oh, I got your SOS. How's the wedding?
That was a wedding! Are you serious?
All right, don't worry. The rest of the... Oh, I've actually found one of those before. A little known fact is secret, but just shrink.
Ray!
Oh!
It begins.
And it begins. No, he said it begins.
It begins.
The cavalry has arrived. About time. I knew I could count you pretty. It's a great earth. Better yet, an army.
Better yet, an army.
See it!
It's an army when you got legends.
He got
The legends. Yeah! Hell yeah!
Yeah!
Lower your weapon. Or I'll kill her.
There you go.
Meanwhile,
This guy's like a Terminator. Why are you laughing?
just love a good pop culture reference in a moment of crisis. Also, that.
Oh shit!
Let's kick some ass!
Wait, what?
Let's kick some ass.
There you go. You thought Supergirl was the only problem? You were wrong, sir!
You are very wrong!
You lose! Good day, sir!
Our neck doesn't seem invulnerable, so I will say again, lower your weapon.
I'm so sorry. It's okay. You said. You see?
No, I shouldn't have said what I said. What if it was the last thing we ever said to each other?
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters except that I love you. Okay, I don't need anything else. I don't need to get married. I just want to be with you. Okay.
And that should be it! It!
Go on to now continue to the episode, please.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Hey there, friend.
Hey there, friend.
Oh no, not again.
No need to numb your feelings with alcohol.
Not again.
Ghost is back.
The ghost is...
Not a ghost, I'm Leo. Leo Snark from Earth X. It's okay, buddy. Know you're hurting over Firestone. Get your hand off me. Rest his soul. Wait, I'm dead on planet Nazi.
Planet Nazi!
In a fire. Just kept going back into that burning police station until the last officer had been rescued.
Wait.
I died trying to save pigs.
I'm
You're gonna
good.
be sick.
I think you're gonna be sick.
Don't worry about me. How's Gray?
You're gonna be forced to use the serum.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Well, remember what she said, even if they were splitting him apart,
Okay.
that wouldn't be good, because he's the only thing keeping Stein alive.
A Nazi wave runner?
Yeah, we had been tracking them using the radiation signature given off by Overgirl because of her.
Oh, is that Upper Girl? Over Girl, sorry.
Readings right?
Yeah, of course they're right. Why?
Well, because the trace radiation readings on here are slowly approaching the Chandrasekhar limit.
Which means Overgirl isn't just time.
Yeah, if she doesn't get Supergirl's heart, she'll create a supernova that'll destroy.
What? She's a giant Nova Bomb? Holy shit! Supernova Bomb.
Jefferson? Jefferson. But a blink of an eye.
Really?
Really, analogy right now, man. You're dying!
Please don't do this to me. I can't do this.
You once told me that I was like your father, and I said you were my son.
But you're
How
taking
could a father
his
blame-
the father away from the daughter.
Great.
Those two was supposed to exist either. Fuck me. Don't! Chris, damn right, no. No! 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 No!
Thank you,
No!
Jefferson.
No!
Great.
I swear to God, that was Gatorade. Please have that been power.
Please. Tell Clarissa and Lily that I love them.
I promise.
Thank you, Jefferson.
Fuck you, guys.
For the invention of a lifetime. I hope your life is long and full of love.
Yeah.
Just as mine.
Great.
I want him to be written off the show! Why couldn't have done that? I didn't want him to die! I wanted him to be written off the show! In corner and cry now. So everybody in this event, it's the legends that take the biggest hit.
Yeah.
That's not fair, man! They're the outcasts! ass. They need each other. Oh, God. Fuck me. Damn it. Sideways. Blog. Mixed words.
They're all getting the news.
Fucking Nazis, man! Why didn't they stay together to flip this through the jerry rig and the switch and the yeah! Fuck me, man! Damn it. I just don't get that part. That's the only part I don't get.
Oh shit.
He's gotta... Why does he have to be the only one, man? Oh, he's gotta tell the wife and the fucking daughter, man.
Jefferson.
Sorry.
I can't do this show anymore, man. I know Victor Garber wanted to be written off, but Jesus Christ. You know, he was written off doing something badass. Killing Nazis. Remember that. He killed Nazis.
How you holding up?
Crying at the funeral.
Sarah.
Please be on a lonely
Goes
reason.
out there.
Yeah, I didn't want to feel left out.
Oh, she's wearing an outfit now.
Where are we locating the other wave rider?
We've got a pretty good idea. I mean, we've all heard of the Chandrasekhar limit, I assume.
The data indicates it's still in the vicinity of Central City.
Which also indicates
Nice
the
outfit,
little
though.
girl isn't off this world.
I am at the rail side. Oh, this is nice. Simple.
Failure's not an
I
option.
like the one in the comics.
It's not an option. We are in a
Oh, no, I'm saying I just want to lie. I like
that this Earth belongs to us.
Great speech.
Sorry to interrupt,
great speech.
but we're being hailed by a fellow timeship.
Put it on.
Supergirl comes with us.
Not happening.
Not happening.
There's another difference between you and me.
I don't abandon my friends.
I like how they're all just standing there. It's
Right.
cool.
Everybody ready to go?
Never been more. We can't bring Marty back, but we can protect the city he loved and the family he left behind.
To the professor.
We didn't need a Coulson moment. We didn't need a Coulson moment.
Let's go kick some ass.
We didn't need a Coulson moment, goddammit. They're already 100% behind in killing Nazis. Who would it be?
We'll turn this city into a mausoleum.
That guy really pissed them off. Oh,
They are.
I hope that Watson doesn't bring this up about the, you know.
Oh, this is a big explosion behind it now. You know, the power.
Color explosion. Did you? Here we go.
Here we go.
You can't just go around roasting people. Why not? You ever heard of due process, rule of law? No.
I love it. It's so weird seeing good guys snark.
It is very weird.
Oh yeah. Yeah, all that's missing with that from that lineup moment was, you ready? Ready. It's Morpheus. That's what I was missing from that moment.
Oh, here we go.
This is just like Star Raiders on Atari, except it's real.
Chatter red blue flying ship.
Launching torpedo one.
Just hit it loud.
Launching torpedo line.
Dude, when did he learn how to drive the Wave Rider?
I'm pretty sure he's a quick learner.
Guys, is it just me or is this not working?
It's not working.
You need to take down their shields.
Oh, that's cool.
It's cool. And I love too, we missed that big stuff front top of there where he just automatic grew one of his arms to go wham. Oh. Come on, Barry.
Oh, this is cool.
in the game long enough to know now what to do.
And you're faster now too.
Than before when you first fought.
Yep, you're much faster now.
I gotta admit, I love this scene.
It's hovering directly off our bow.
It's hovering.
General, do you care to step outside?
Wait. Oh, that's like a nod to like Superman.
Yep.
Dude, that's nice.
I don't want that.
I don't. We're on our way.
Oh,
that is badass! There you go.
Count to 10. Hit him with everything we got.
Number 10. Or is that
Number 10, hit it with everything you got. Oh! Look familiar? It's more back and forth this time around. A lot more back and forth between them.
Yep. He's faster now.
And more skill. I'm gonna say what Fantastic Four Chris Evans said. Isn't Supernova bad?
I know.
Shouldn't we be knocking her out of the Earth?
You need to fly her up. Up and away.
Anyway, now.
We need to fly her up, and away.
Now.
Come on, Kara. Yeah, the Supernova.
Oh, shit.
Fantastic Four Supernova quote. That's right from prison. Do it! Come on!
I'm gonna kill you.
You know what's weird? I'm a bit sad, still a bit sad that he died. Ah, she'll be fine. Oh! Okay,
That's gonna hurt.
she may need a few minutes. Oh! Steve.
I figured it'd take the man of steel to catch the girl of steel. That, a tremendous amount of help.
And 10 minutes, a lot of help.
I love that! a man of steel.
I helped out the girl of steel.
That was nice.
I won't stay here forever. I will come home to you. Promise.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Huh? Wait, what?
I'm gonna stay around a little bit.
Wait, should it be the other way around? Ray's technically from Earth 1.
Why is he staying? Unless it has to do something wrong.
And I guess in order to see what happens on Earth X, we have to watch the Ray.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't save him.
Should have listened to him.
Come home
God damn it.
to you.
Why I hate this show, man, but this event was so awesome.
Oh, Jefferson. You were his family too.
I don't know how to do any of this without him.
Then don't. You said it yourself. He's still part of you.
I think they're gonna find a way to awaken the Firestorm.
That's it, then. Let it out.
Allergies.
To be official.
And we definitely want it to be official.
Well, if you want it to be personal, I think we know a guy who's ordained.
Oh, Diggle!
Oh, remember? He's like, don't ever do that again.
Hey, Diggle!
I didn't vomit, right?
You think it didn't bother me?
Oh! They found a way to add Diggle too!
Never
A
again.
little warning next time.
Sorry.
What's up?
What's
You
up?
got ordained to marry your brother and Carly, right?
Yeah.
We were hoping that you could give us the same treatment.
Wow, really? I'm honored.
Yeah?
I am.
All right, well, let's do it.
You know what? Every single member is
They did a
officially.
bit in
The
it.
best man, you the maid of honor?
Honored is correct.
All right, let's get into position, right? You're here.
Hero, but you, Barry Allen. You're my hero.
Swear to God, do not say word of Flash again.
And
Oh,
I am
literally.
Still bothers me.
happy.
Oh, that's a story for another day.
Excited. And honored to be your wife.
Wonderful. Well, then I announce you.
Wait, just 1 second. If you guys don't mind, or I mean, if you don't mind, really, if you don't mind, but would you marry us too? Would you marry us?
Yeah!
I thought
Get this shit over with.
marriage.
I believe in you, and I believe that no matter what life throws at us, our love can conquer it, Mary, unmarried. I love you. My greatest fear. My greatest fear in life is losing you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I now pronounce you husband and wife.
You
Please.
mean husbands and wives?
You know what they mean.
So Felicity's permanent, and Stein's dead. Fuck me, man. Was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
That was fucking great. And now, no, that's my non-sarcastic. That was really great. It established everything was built up to this point, and it delivered easily. Everybody got to do their part, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed it. The legends pulled through.
Yeah.
Everybody pulled through in the long run. Kind of weird. They didn't get like a teaser or anything for anything.
No, which is I think was alright for me. I think like you think you get some of a small tease for each character. I think they kind of try to tease it with the Flash, where it's like until next time type of thing. But who knows? Let's just talk about this episode for right now.
Yeah.
This episode overall, they did a great job with the big fight scene, everybody working together,
Yeah.
everyone doing their parts. Wasn't a single person that was forced into that certain situation. They were all doing their part at some points. Yeah, like we said before, Felicity is permanent. And they found. I mean, I did like how wait a minute, we're forgetting one extra key character, and that's Diggle.
Diggle, I was wondering, where's Diggle?
I'm sitting there Diggle, and I like how he's just like, I didn't throw up this time, but I didn't wait. He's just like.
It was nice they got Diggle in.
They made sure they squeezed him in. I mean, there's a reason why he was out, but at least they got him in somewhere just to help out.
Yeah, and as much as it hurt, Death of Stein, that's it's gonna be something I get into more in the event review.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, it worked. Though I am kind of mixed on why it happened.
Exactly.
I mean, no, sorry, not why. How it happened.
Yeah,
I'm kind of mixed on that. But for the most part, it worked. It was effective. And I really hope we get to see more overall.
Yeah.
And they teased that with for Legends. They teased that with Sis and Cole joining.
Yeah. Which is another thing too, which is you thought he was gonna tell him, you stay, this is your Earth, type of thing. But no, it was actually the other way around. He was just like, I'm gonna stay. I'll see you later, pretty much. It's like, what does he have up his sleeve, And I think it has to do with Rory,
He's going to try to fix Rory.
I think he wants to help Rory realize that he is a good guy.
He is a hero.
He is a hero, pretty much. Even though he has these bad guy antics, he is a good hero at heart.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, because like I said, on his Earth, that's why he's just like, last time I saw you, you were going in saving police officers out of a fire.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'm saving pigs.
I was saving pigs, And I think that's the only thing I think of is that he's there to help Rory, and I think he's also there to fill in that little gap with Stein as well. Since we don't when we're gonna get Firestorm to come back, or if they'll ever bring him back. So I think he's that filler for now.
I kind of felt a bit bad that Evil Oliver died, because you could tell at moments he really did just care for.
He loved her pretty much. He loved
her Red Daughter.
For Overgirl pretty much. Yeah, he just you may see it in the previous episodes, but I will probably pop up or something saying Overgirl, you know, because because I kept saying Upper Girl.
Even I thought it was a bit sad that he had to die. Like, I know he was essentially the Führer, but like I saw it as like it still hurt a little because you still part of you felt like it was still Oliver.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it still was a little bit of Oliver in it.
Aside from the mix-up with how exactly Stein died, my only downside is we didn't see a lot of resolution for what was going on in Earth X. Like we didn't see like Ray return. We didn't, I know what you're saying. Going, okay, now that it's over, what's going on Earth X? What are they doing? Yeah,
how are they
I know.
handling this?
I know. People are gonna say, well, it's natural. What's gonna happen? It's gonna be natural. There's gonna be wars. There's gonna be resistance.
Yeah.
But now that we've taken out the Führer, we cut the head off the snake. Maybe the rest will follow. We don't know, but all we know is the war will be fought, and it will be won either by our side or their side.
Yeah, in a way.
That's how I look at it. Is you know, he showed you the history of it in part 2, pretty much. You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know essentially what's gonna come down to in Earth X.
Yeah.
Is that the good guys are most likely gonna win, but there's still that slim chance that something worse is gonna happen.
Overall, though, they did a good job on this episode, this finale itself. Now, diving into the overall.
Okay. Yeah.
The overall
Crisis
crossover itself, the full crossover of Crisis on Earth X.
Way better than last year.
Whole lot better.
They fixed, I would say, about 98% of their problems from the last one. They gave Supergirl more screen time. They actually get.
They started off.
It felt more connected. All 4 episodes felt a lot more connected.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just, oh, this is an episode of Supergirl. Oh, this is an episode of Legends. Oh, this is just another episode. No, this was an event. Like, you can tell that from the intro.
It was an event, and each intro wasn't just Supergirl this or Arrow this. No,
like previously on Arrow, or like when we got to part 3, it said previously
well,
on.
Only because that was the following night.
No, follow me on this. It went previously on Crisis. It could have went previously on Arrow.
You know, but no, not even that. Previously on Arrow and Supergirl, but no, here it says previously. You know, that's it. You know, which I like. They pretty much. I mean, even though I think a lot of people wish that. Maybe when it was that episode, maybe a little bit more from one set of the characters than we normally get. Just to show, okay, this is still the Arrow, stuff like that. We get a little bit more of that, but it wasn't bothersome too much.
The other thing was, and that's what I was going to bring up here is, what made this event way better again was not only cohesive, but it was important.
Yeah.
It was important for 2 reasons, and that was, oh, wait a minute. They never got back to the chick from the church.
She's gonna come up some point.
She's gonna come up again. I think she's gonna be a Flash. She's a Flash character. I think they're gonna bring a Flash. Sorry, let me get back to
She's a Flash character.
Two things kept it cohesive together, and that was important. That was the marriages of Barry and Iris and Felicity and Olicity, and B, the death of Stein.
Yeah.
With the marriages, those can easily works because we've known these characters for multiple years now, and in the long run, it'll help out both of them.
Exactly.
It'll help out both shows.
Yeah.
And of course, the death of Stein is another.
Now, one thing. Go ahead.
They showed there was an impact to what this mission was all about.
Yeah, exactly. Now again, back to like we were talking about in the part 1 with that one girl, the waitress at the wedding. That again. It could be something Flash related where we may see stuff later on in the season, or they're dabbing or just tossing just a little bit.
Or she could be going back to the Flash show. She could be one of the the bus metas.
That's not where I'm going, but that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say. She could be a possibility where she's a future character in the Flash rest of the season, or they're dropping in sometime.
Chris, sorry.
You keep cutting me off. Let me finish.
Go on. I want to say something.
Go say it. Say it.
Go.
Say it.
She could be Impulse. You saw the color of her skin. She already knows.
Did we get Impulse already?
No, we haven't gotten Impulse yet. We've gotten Jesse Quick, Kid Flash, Savitar, and Zoom.
Because we had the other girl speedster that one time, pretty much. Even though she was using.
She died, but that wasn't Impulse. Remember, Impulse is the was it the great grandson or grandson? Was it great grandson?
I'm not too sure.
She could be Impulse.
She could be the future.
She could be Impulse.
That's how come she's so excited when she sees him, because she's talking. Essentially, she's talking to her grandfather. And she's so excited because it's like, this is when he's younger. This is when he was like in his early years.
And remember how excited he always was in Young Justice. He was always, regardless of what his mission was for that future, he was always really excited about
that. That
stuff.
could be Impulse.
It could be fucking Impulse. That could be their granddaughter.
Granddaughter, pretty much.
Dude, I just thought about that. Wait, sorry, that's why I interrupted you because something you said triggered it. I'm like,
yeah. That's a huge possibility from what I was about to say, which was, if she's not one of the people from the bus, or later this season, or like you said, Impulse, which is the largest one of them all. I was just saying maybe they were just tossing something into the water for next year's crossover. That's another possibility. Where it's like they're dropping a little bit of stones for next crossover, where it's like we may see her again, but next year.
If you think about it, and that continues my point. Each part is, like I said, all part of it is important. Every show is getting something to bring back with them. Mm-hmm. Supergirl, Alex has more or less resolved her issues.
Arrow?
No, sorry, and Kara is more or less more understanding about what happens with Mon-El.
What happened to Mon-El now? And an Arrow, pretty much. Of course,
Felicity is married.
They're fully married and they're together, pretty much. Realizing that they need to stay together. The Flash, pretty much, with the Flash, like you said.
Barry and Iris are married.
And now it's a matter of moving forward with that and trying to stop the Thinker.
By the way, I love Killer Frost's outfit.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. It was nice and simple.
It was like still the hoodie, but this time it's like it was more like it was a uniform like.
And of course, with Legend, we have Stein dying and Citizen Cold showing up.
Yeah, Citizen Cold possibly joining the group pretty much because that's what it looks like.
But you see what I mean, though.
That's what's great. Again, like you were saying, you're about to get to. And this crossover, it's like. Now we're leading to the season finale, so now we're leading into
mid-season
finale. Now they need something to go on with. It's like time to move forward to the next. Move to their season.
Cohesion. That's what I'm saying. This one did so much better than last year. This was more cohesive. This was important to watch. It wasn't just a crossover one-off.
Yeah.
This was a lot more important. You only had a couple of things here and there last year. That eventually crossed over into their own individual shows. This one, every episode, every show was impacted in one way or another.
Yeah.
And it was very, very fun. There was a lot of great moments. It did get slow here and there, but that was fine.
Yeah.
It's still, we forget that A is 4 hours, roughly 4 hours, and B, it is still a TV show.
Yeah.
They still have to work out
issues. They still have to work. Yeah, they still have to follow. It's like, okay, where do they go from here once this is over? We need something to help them move forward to the next episode.
Yeah, and I have no doubt Watson's gonna bring up the evil Archer that showed up in Central City.
Or just something that happened in Central City. It's like, and still point the finger back at Oliver, pretty much.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, that was you and stuff like that, and it's just gonna be very interesting where they're gonna go with that even more.
Yeah. So now comes the question I brought up in part 1.
Yes.
Was this better than Justice League? Now I'll give my opinion. I'll give you time to think because
go ahead. But throw out your opinion.
I think. I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna be a quality dick about this. I think each in their own way were solid, were good in my opinion. I will sprinkle on the fact that I did enjoy this a bit more than Justice League, but they were both entertaining in their own retrospective. The first one of Justice League, it's a movie about the world's finest, and for what it did, it was fine and established a lot, and it was good. We needed a breath of fresh air. However, with this show, what's the best way to put it? It was a lot more. Not only was it a bit more lighthearted than Justice League was. I know Justice League was still lighthearted. This was a bit more lighthearted, and the reason I like it just a bit more is because I've grown. These are what I've grown up with now when it comes to DC. Is the DCCW stuff is them. So that's why I have more reactions, more to contribute.
And
here.
I think, and I think pretty much, I think that's why a lot of people are asking that question. And the only reason I would have to say that is only because I think the only reason people are saying this is much better is because compared to Justice League, there's more character development. Even if you get somebody fresh coming in, you're getting to know the character a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You got more character development here than you do in Justice League. For certain characters in Justice League, there's certain characters where okay, we did. It's like, okay, I know a little bit of this character, a little bit more, but it's like we didn't get it for everybody. Here, where it's like we got, like I said, if you get like my wife or something like that, you can probably get her in here, and she'll probably understand what's going on because like each character is getting a little bit from you can get what's going on.
Yeah, that's true. You make it.
So that's why to me, I love them both. For me, I love them both, but it's the type of thing where it's like one has better development than the other. One they did a good solid job, but the other one did much better because the character development, what they built, pretty much, and it's solid. That's how come this one was better. That's the only reason why I would have to agree with a lot of people saying how this Crisis, the big crossover was much better than Justice League because it was better character development.
Yeah. No, I forgot the one thing we talked about was another thing that worked with the Crisis was the surprises.
That's what really helped. The surprises.
Because stuff you really didn't see coming. What was it? From Tommy from Earth X.
Tommy showing up.
From Paul Blackthorne being a Nazi asshole. From I'm blanking. You gotta help me out here. From Alex and Sarah going at it both ways.
Yeah, both ways. Was it the Snart and Ray pretty much?
Yeah.
That's another surprise. Red Tornado.
Oh, Wynn being the general of the Resistance.
Exactly. It's like it's just those exciting, those shocking moments where it just has you. Even Stein's death. Sad to say. It was all shocking moments, and that's what really helped build the show. It's like they needed a lot of shocking moments to get you going. What happens next? What happens next? I gotta continue watching.
That's the other thing that's gonna be brought to Supergirl. I want to see Wynn's reaction to. Wait, I was a what?
I was a what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a cane.
Yeah.
It's like I was shot.
So in the long run, overall, I believe this was a fantastic crossover event. Easily miles above the last year's. Established so much. Made us a reason to watch everything DCCW related.
Yeah.
And easily stay on board with this. Now, what I want to see, it's probably not going to happen, and they've already said they're not in the same universe. You see where I'm going with this, right? With
Possibly.
their next DCCW show, right?
Oh yeah, for Black Lightning.
I would still love to see a crossover with Black Lightning.
I think for now we have to give it time because it feels like
because the tone of Black Lightning, it's definitely different from the other shows.
Yeah, and it feels like, of course, they're probably gonna set that up as if a different Earth. Where he set on a different Earth.
No, that's why I say. So that could be a cool thing where like he shows up during next year's and he's vital to whatever year crossover is. Something pretty much where he's vital or is any little thing.
But hopefully depending on where the Black Lightning show goes, then we can see what direction they're going to be taking with it. If they do decide, okay, let's start to bring them over with these other heroes, especially when you got eventually most of all like his kids who start to have the abilities. So it's going to be pretty cool to see somewhat of a team up.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting, and like I said, I think for now we just have to see where Black Lightning goes before even the producers are probably going to wait for that just to see where if they want to, or just gonna leave it the way it is,
Yeah.
separate.
Do you have okay? Yeah, true. So here we go. Favorite moments. For me, anything with Rory. I think he was the life of the party. The fight scene in the beginning, and now that I think about it, the impulse, the tease of impulse. The Superman reference, the consistent Marvel references. Red Tornado showing up was ridiculous. Finding out Wynn was the general of the Resistance.
Yeah.
I
think all the ones you're naming are the ones that I'm probably gonna name anyways.
The fight between Metallo and the rest of the heroes.
Yeah, which was that was another big shocker too, is with Metallo showing up pretty much. You know, which was very, Earth X Metallo, which is like Metallo that pretty much you usually see in the comics, where he's like the full robotic version of him. You know,
the fight scenes, the choreography, the effects were even pretty good too.
Now I have to admit, you probably have to agree, the cheesiest scene out of the whole series, the whole crossover, of course, was when it's like the suiting up part. The suit up, and it's just like, it's like it was like the only, but it's like, you know what, we had to, even though producers are probably like, we need to add somewhat of a cheesy part like that in there, even though it seemed like something like you see in a promo, but that's about it. But like I said, that was the only cheesy part for me. But like I said, all the shocking parts, or the great parts that you may love, is probably the same ones I'm gonna love too, because it's like they hit everything. I think I would have to admit my favorite funny part, of course, is in part 2. But was it part? Yeah, it was part 2 when they arrive and they're waiting for Arrow. Green Arrow, and he's just like, he's sitting there going, remember, super speed, I don't have it. He's like, I don't have it. And they're like, yeah, sorry. It's like, they keep forgetting. To me, that was like a quick good nod, and that's a first look at, pretty much the possible first look at like a Justice League type of thing. With them three, because the way they were walking forward like that, it's just a huge like, wow, I still can't believe, this is happening type of thing.
Yeah. And I'm just thought about this. I want to establish that I know why they really didn't show what happened for FX, because of the animated series.
Yeah, the
Ray animated series.
Ray and the Freedom Fight. I believe it was called the Ray and Ray and the Freedom Fighters or something like that.
Yeah, so I understand that. I would have liked a little bit more in resolution of Earth X, just to set up more for the Ray. That's it. I wanted to establish that because I know I forgot to bring that up. That's why they really didn't show anything for resolution for Earth X.
Yeah.
So.
And also the big question is, where is Thawne going? Because now it's like, where does he go from there? Because now it's a matter of when we'll see him again.
Well,
or if we'll ever see him again.
I hate to bring up this pun, but only time will tell.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, like he said, pretty much, they always use some type of metaphor or some type of thing for this is to say, how you were still alive. It's like, time. It's like, even he brought it up going, we keep bringing this up. I can't have to keep bringing this up to you, Barry, It's like, you should know this by now.
Yeah.
I'm always explaining to you about time, how it works. So, it's just a matter of time when he'll probably return. Who knows? And of course, like he said, what face will he be wearing in a way? Where we get the original Eobard, or we're going to get Harrison pretty much, him still the same look.
Yeah. Oh god, when he came in the wheelchair, that was funny too.
I love that.
I'm like, dude, come on, quit fucking.
I'm pretty sure he was just like, let me roll in a wheelchair. Why? This is not nostalgia. This for those who remember me.
Yeah, great performances overall too. So
yeah, phenomenal. Everybody had their good screen time. Everybody, it was all equal. In a way, it was kind of equalized. The teams. There are times when you were wondering, where's the rest of this team, or where's the rest of that team, and they made up for it pretty much. Everybody had their part.
Yeah, and overall, awesome job.
I really can't wait for next year's crossover. I don't know how they're gonna top this one.
Yeah. So, other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around, and you feel like it's just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about anything related to the DCCW universe or Crisis on Earth X, hit that subscribe button down below, and if you're also on mobile, hit that bell icon.
Again, just let us know, your thoughts on this overall, pretty much for this crossover. Did they, improve what you were looking for, like us, pretty much, where they hit a lot of good points, pretty much, of what they need to improve compared to last year. Do you have any favorite parts overall in the series, on the crossover, or pretty much overall favorite parts you didn't like, parts that pretty much just threw you off a bit, and also theories, like we said, pretty much for that one girl in part 1. You know, do you think it's impulse? I mean, like what he said, pretty much. If you rewind and go back, you like I said, think about what he said.
I can already see part 1 in the comments section going, "It's impulse, it's impulse, it's
yeah,
impulse."
it's gonna. And, you know, if you agree or if you disagree, pretty much, where it's like pretty much it's either his theory, my theory, or we're both wrong. You think you know who it is, then definitely put your theory down below. Would love to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, nothing like seeing your great grandfather get married.
Yeah, exactly. But just let us know what you think down below, as well as your thought of our reaction overall to, if you've seen all of our reactions to this crossover, definitely comment down below, and also thank you for watching.
She could connect to DeVoe, the future DeVoe. That's why she's coming back, because DeVoe wins, and she comes back to their time to tell them what to do in order to stop DeVoe and save her future.
As you can tell, we weren't done finishing talking.
I'm sorry, I just thought about that when you were talking about her. It's like, that's why she's coming back, is to warn them that they need to stop DeVoe now.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's like you're bringing up this stuff at the wrong moments, but
God damn it! If anybody's seen the Avenger Infinity War show reaction, I have so much more to say. I am venting on something else right now.
Or you can do another video on that at some point.
On the next episode of SRB TV, it's that time of year again as we start off with the 2017 Game Awards.
Yes.
We will this year be focusing only on the world premiere announcements, unless something big happens during the awards show itself. We will be only focusing on our reactions to the world premiere.
When we do the reactions to that one, like he said, we're not gonna show our full reaction to the whole thing. We're only going to show reactions to pretty much the world premieres, or even, you know, maybe surprises that they may pop up with. But we're not going to show our full look of the whole award show. And then even and pretty much looking into that.
Yeah. And as for our comic book fix, we have talked about it and decided that that when we get back on full schedule, where it's between now after Christmas, we will be tackling, like what we do with our series of Unfortunate Events, we will be tackling Marvel's Runaways.
And we will be doing the full series, episode by episode, each week. So definitely get prepared for that.
Yeah, so look forward to that down the road.
Yes, exactly.
So, until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very wonderfully crisis-filled episode and four-parter of SRB TV. See you later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Yeah, and if you want to see any more of our videos, check out the playlist links down below in the description.
And you can also check out our Twitter account pretty much down below at Super React Bros.